We've got some new concerns tonight over evacuation complications in the Sierra. A new analysis shows it could take more than half a day for people to get out if a major wildfire were to break out.
But local emergency officials say that number is inflated. Your reporter covering Placer County, Brittany Halbleib, is getting answers and reaction to that report.
It's a scenario no one wants to see. Tens of thousands of people forced to flee a fast-moving fire. But a new analysis from the Tahoe cleanair.org found it could take up to 14 hours for communities to evacuate along the northwest shore.
We took it upon ourselves for a variety of reasons to go ahead. Mainly public. We want to have the public made aware of these evacuation times.
The report used artificial intelligence and wildfire experts to map out evacuation routes and times. For Tahoe City and Kings Beach, there are only 3 roads available to escape during an emergency: Highway 89, Highway 267, and Mount Rose Highway. So in the event of a fast-moving, no-notice wildfire, more people in the area means more cars on the road, making it nearly impossible to evacuate in a timely manner.
The Placer County Area Plan, which is part of the Tahoe Regional Plan, does not discuss this. And in fact, they state that it's going to take 3.7 hours to evacuate the areas between Tahoe City and Kings Beach. For anyone that lives up here, they know that's not the case.
The group says previous estimates are outdated and don't take into account growing populations and normal traffic slowdowns.
We decided as citizens to take it into our own hands and do it.
But the Placer County Office of Emergency Management reviewed the report, and they argue the new modeling doesn't account for wildfire response and overlooks strategies to cut down on traffic. However, they argue the new modeling is unrealistic and doesn't take into account for wildfire response and overlooks strategies by emergency crews to cut down on traffic congestion.
Okay, this number is a big number. What do we do that limits that? And, there's a lot of things that we do that will limit that number down significantly.
Lieutenant Ty Connors says a mass evacuation event is unlikely. Instead, evacuations typically follow a tiered approach, prioritizing high-risk residents first. Crews may also reduce certain roads to a single lane to speed up the evacuation process.
Our system in place will work.
But Tahoe Clean Air hopes county leaders will consider the safety impacts when planning new projects that could bring even more people to the area.
So we'd like to see them do their own study. We'd like to see one of these.
Yeah, and while this report only analyzed the northwest shore, South Lake Tahoe, well, they saw their plans put to the test back in 2021 when tens of thousands were forced to evacuate the Caldor fire. Traffic on Highway 50 was at a crawl. One man even pulled out a violin to play for those cars as they waited for hours, to get out and get into Nevada.